I'm employed. What's happening? Basically, a very popular VTuber turned out to be a massive, just transactional manipulator and manipulated one of the most famous artists into canceling and just like closing herself off. Sinder just turned out to be a two-faced. Oh, hi. Hi. Hello, chat. Welcome. I took on the burden being in so much of this world of VTubing for you guys. A lot's happened in what, 3-4 days? Where do I start? I'm gonna start with my own feelings as of right now. If any like VTuber news outlet uses this, go ahead, I don't care. This is all the information I could find. You probably are a better investigative journalist than I am. I saw one post that was predicated by Grarl retweeting it. I woke up to this, like a lot of people, and I'm like, what happened? So I read it, I'm like, oh God, TLDR, Sinder's fucked. Sinder, if you see this, don't do shit for the next week to 2 weeks. Girl, don't stream. We're gonna start with what I saw first, go down the list, and then I will form a final opinion. My opinion's probably not gonna change. I guess if it's just business, it's just business.
That's some cold shit.
Also, I have not read Sinder's quote-unquote apology, whatever the fuck that is. And then Lily fucking tearing her ass apart, which, by the way, in Lily's thing, you will see my post that I did because it's very accurate. How sweet she naturally is, and she actually got pissed. That is very telling. So this is Nano's post. This is what started this whole shitstorm on Twitter. It's pretty well covered at this point. The post I first saw was this one. Not many people are talking about this one. This is by Rain. Is about Sinder when she was Tashi. This one goes over how Sinder cheated on Red with Rain for about, I would say, a year, because they were long distance at that time. Both of us date in the context of following screenshots, but this implies videos, pictures, yada yada yada. She dropped this guy for becoming Sinder. It's horrible. She cheated on her boyfriend, long distance, without him knowing. Really scummy, not cool. Then I read Nano's, I'm like, oh my God. The gaslighting, slander of your supposed friends. There's 0% in my mind that believes that Red did not talk with Sinder about any of this. You're talking to the model artist, the main creator of the art, and not passing this shit by your fucking boss. Business is business. That's not something a normal person would do. Sinder has come off as the most fakest nice person ever. She's trying her hardest to make Red out to be the only bad guy. But even then, that just makes you a bad partner. For years. How the fuck do you not know your partner's doing this? Which, by the way, in the accounts, Sinder was talking about Spite. They share some similarities with their model and stuff. Spite was doing things before Sinder, and then Sinder was trying to make it seem that Spite was copying her. Really stupid.
Are you serious
really
right now,
dumb.
bro?
Spite did this post on May 3rd, 2022. Sinder posted her model reveal like silhouette thing May 14th. She did not copy Spite. She should not be jealous of this creator in any sense of the word. Thing of like, the more models you make for people, the less value they have is fucking insane to tell an artist. I can never, ever think of me telling Yatsune, hey, I don't want you working with doing other models, because it just wouldn't make mine as special. Each model is different because the artist evolves and the artist gets better. Models take so goddamn long. You can't just bust one out normally every 6 months or every 4 months. It's insanity. Effective immediately, I am no longer working with Red. His managing or overseeing my VTubers acting. He no longer represents me as a creator, my brand, or my intentions. Bitch, he is everything you are. Fucking abysmal. Hey, there it is. I have first-hand experience on how Sinder and Red collaborate and the extent to which Red operates as her primary point of contact in her professional and personal projects. This also shows that Red and Sinder knew what the fuck was going on with one another. It is that experience that leads me to believe that all the requests and messages sent by Red were both known and approved by Sinder. Makes sense to me. I've been in a committed relationship before. If you are talking to one of my friends, I want to know what the fuck you're saying. On March 24th, I announced that one of my Summathon golds was a Live 2D model. Nano was going to be the Live 2D illustrator, which would be fucking awesome to have. After she finished both the design and the base model sketch, there was suddenly back and forth on whether or not she had the physical and mental capacity to continue the model. I was very sad, as I had not only teased a screenshot of the model sketch on Twitter, but I had grown very attached to the design and showed it to my friends. In a private group chat with Sinder that was a part of it, I shared how devastated I was, and she did not comment or say anything despite others in the group chat comforting and reassuring me. That is sus point number 1. You can challenge yourself and your friends to be better. Friendly competition, not hostile competition. Not a fucking speed racer villain. This is a receipt. Receipts are important in this day and age. You can't just say this, that, and the other thing. You have to have receipts. We will continue giving you lots of model work. I think for this year right now. You don't work with Bao. I'm assuming this is Spite or Lily at all again. Models or art. We could do it like when Blank asks where you tell her no and then tell us to buy another art piece, which is an insane ask for an artist. It's like telling a client, no, I don't want to work with you. Then somebody else like, hey, here's some money on the side, just do more art. Like, bitch, fuck off. Has been getting on our nerves lately. For a while, she hijacked our YouTube editor. Who the fuck gives a shit about like somebody stealing your editor if you're not giving them work? Drizzle's my editor. I'm a little sad that I don't have fucking videos popping out, but I don't give Drizzle work. So I'm not pissed. Whatever, get practice up. We wanted to try and safeguard our most important artist from her. She's already taken our editor. Taking an editor isn't real unless they signed like an actual contract. I could never in my fucking life imagine a world where I pull this sort of shit to one of my friends, i.e. Sealy or CJ or Nissa or Grarl even. Like, that's fucking insane to do. Did you already design her outfit? I remember her showing it. They were there! Even mentioning how excited I was about it when I showed them the design during Sinder and I's I remember this concert on YouTube! They performed together! They were on stage together! She has such a crazy, amazing talent, and she was being abused, and I feel bad. I started a group Discord call that lasted 5 hours to hang out with my editor. In this group call, Kaiser shared with us that he was afraid to ask Sinder for a raise because he initially turned down an exclusivity deal. As a friend to both Sinder and Kaiser, I encouraged him to take the deal and I reassured him it would not change our friendship, as I would never want someone I care about to miss an opportunity, even if it meant to lose him as an editor. Crazy thing! Crazy. You want your friends to succeed and get as much practice or as much work in the content creator space as possible. Sinder wouldn't be Sinder without Nano. Oh, weird. It's almost like that's every VTuber. Boss Rush had 3 massive creators in it. Of course it's gonna blow up. Bigger than just a single creator. It's ridiculous. How can you say you didn't know? I showed you both my base model sketch from Nano at WeebCon, and to now find out that just the day before I shared my sadness, this is the conversation that happened and that ruined months of my debut prep. That's the other thing that fucks with this! Models take years to months to do. They are very hard to make. Every penny, every dollar to an artist for a model is worth it. Like, how the fuck? That is months of replanning, rescheduling, redoing everything because you said, no, not my model, mama. No way. Go fuck yourself. Now we're gonna read Silverfield. I have been told this one hurts the most. Here's the thing, I also know Silver as actually a nice person and just a very sweet person. She might have cattiness, but like, I don't think they're a bad person. I learned about Nano from Silver. Women understand because we fucking yap all the fucking time to our significant other about anything. He acted solely on his own intentions without Sinder's knowledge or consent, given the extent to which he's represented her publicly and professionally. Writing this, I don't understand this is a person you have barely talked with. It's crazy. In our private interactions, I was cordial as possible, but I just wasn't interested in associating with her professionally or being her friend. Perfectly reasonable. From the few uncomfortable interactions I did have with her, I had gotten the vibe that her primary goal was to climb the social and content ladder.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
They called me a madman.
Oh my god! That's the exact same reason I didn't like Cinder. Oh my god, that was the immediate vibe I got off of her. Saw her on Twitter, I was like, you seem weird. You seem off. What the fuck? The only time I actually talked to her directly was during a meet and greet at TwitchCon 2023. I had just finished my meet and greet and was wrapping up. She walked directly to the screen to meet me and had someone else take a picture of us together. I was not informed of this picture or asked for that's fucked up. At any convention, you always say, even if a person is in cosplay, walking on the floor, at a meet and greet, at anything, you always say, hey, can I take a picture? I will always prioritize my mental health and peace over any potential profit that would make me feel used transactionally and put me out of my comfort zone. Fucking bad bitch over here. Sorry for getting back to you late. I've been super sick from TwitchCon. Weird. I hope you had a good time at your meet and greet. It was nice to see you there. But yeah, no worries. If you don't prefer to stream together, my manager suggested something, her boyfriend, something more like a sponsorship, merch, music, or some kind of other project together that maybe Mythic could help. I'm really flattered, but I'm just not interested in transactional friend. Damn! Fuck her up to her fucking face. How much shit has Cinder talked about and chosen to be friends with you transactionally? I think she's gonna be there's only so high you can climb stepping on people and treating them badly behind their back till when you eventually slip and fall on your face and fall down the mountain of people you stepped on. Like they need one of each other because Silver can't get along. At what point would Silver give a shit about Cinder? Silver Veil was one of the biggest VTubers ever. She had one oopsie. She wanted to play a fucking video game. She got torched for it. Get off your fucking horse, dude. I had a new live 2D model in the works for my birthday with Nano, which was eventually canceled. Nano, who was originally the one asked if she could do this model because she was excited to make it with all the new things she had learned, and my birthday was special. Are you fucking shitting me? This was gonna be a birthday present, and Nano was emotionally manipulated into canceling this. At the time, the reason given was health and stress reason. The actual reason for declining was external pressure from Red and Cinder. God, this is so fucked. I have never done anything to warrant this other than just existing as Silverveil. Crazy concept. Just existing creates hate for you. That's stupid as fuck. I hate that. But now, fully go into Sinder Vtuber apology. How long is it? Holy fucking shit. You'll struggle, it's nothing but sentences. Fuck, we're screwed. Where's the receipts? Like, honestly, where's the receipts in this? That's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them. Redacted has been my co-content creator since I began making content, managing all aspects of what I do and being a major part of why I'm here. So you definitely knew then. So you knew what he was doing, right? If he's taking every part of your managing aspects and any content, any thing, you know what he's doing, right? If you don't, you're an idiot. As of yesterday, he is no longer working with me, and I have not extensively discussed any of this with him. Bullshit. His hyper-business oriented outlook warped my view of what I should be doing and what should be important to me as I navigate this career path. Oh my god, what the fuck do you mean? He warped my view from the beginning. I felt that he always had my best interest in the very beginning. Go fuck yourself. You talk with each other, you sleep with each other, you hold each other's hands. You do so much with a person. Yes, they can change you as a person. However, there's a point in everybody's relationship where you're like, what am I? Is this negatively affecting me? Have I made enemies? I have a terrible work life. Dude, what the hell is this bullshit in the first paragraph? Oh, Cinnamon Roll, you seeing this shit? This is giving me psychic damage. In regards to Nano, Red was the one almost solely doing the communication about new plans, negotiations through his private DMs. You corroborated that you knew what Red was talking about in the documents to Nano. Are you fucking shitting me right now? Cinder, MLA format, double spaced, you dumbass. There's no way you're just letting your manager communicate with your model artist about what you want on your model. This is just all lies and bullshit. The claim that I was just using her is wrong.
Why the fuck you lying?
I invited her on my stream. Cool. Stream and even sent her. Hey, you do so much for me. You want to come on my stream? Here's a sweater. I was under the assumption that this was all about Silvervale. The fuck you mean it was all about Silvervale? Girl, you bitched and complained about Cotton, Bao, and like 7 other creators to your boyfriend. Yes, Red and I were initially upset when Bao hired my editor. Why do you care? And I'll go into my thought process of everything I said there. What Red was trying to explain to Nano is that if everyone has a model by her, no. I don't think people look at VTubers and think, oh, I only watch them for their model. Sure, there can be some people that just look at the models like, oh, booba. And that's why I like watching them. Most of your fans, the people that buy your merch, the people that see you at conventions, the people that stop by every single day in chat and send you money and do all these other things, there's no way that they only look at your model and see it as, and only follow you because you're a model. So I was never upset seeing a new model siblings. Yes, you were. You didn't want Bao to have a model by her. You didn't want Giri. You didn't want Giga. You didn't want Silvervale. What the fuck are you talking about? Whole time saying how great working together would be, since again, he's been a business-oriented side of my brain. Are you just fucking a puppet for him the entire time? So you can't take any fault. So you can't say, oh, I had no power to stop him. My God, she does talk about the cheating. I cheated on my boy. Oh, she admits it! I want to dive into Bao's one so bad. I didn't know about the severity of things that had been said and theorized about my own friends behind my back until now. Bitch, you fucking knew everything. My boyfriend did it. My boyfriend did it. My boyfriend manipulated me. He twisted my brain. I hope someday you can forgive me for allowing this to happen. They're never gonna forgive you. Especially Lily. Haktua. I'm just a silly dinosaur girl on the internet, on Twitch. I ended up being consumed by the content I was making, and it led me to making some awful decisions. I still think about it and regret it. I was not in a good spot at the time. I hated myself for this kind of behavior, and it took a long time for me to move on from what happened. I have no excuses. I'm sorry you were dragged into my drama, and I am sorry how I made you feel after I just wanted to close a book on things. I'm so sorry I sent you videos of me fingering myself and doing so many other things. I'm so sorry that I asked you for pics of your pee-pee. I'm so sorry. Go fuck yourself. With the way he viewed things is irreparable. No, it's how both of you did it. It's how both you and Red carried yourself. I want to hear a true apology from this person. I want her to actually, this feels like a lot of nothing. Yes, she's saying sorry, but it doesn't feel real. Does that make sense? Does that track with you guys?
You are correct, sir.
She's saying sorry she got caught. I'm sorry you guys feel this way. I feel justified. I got to the top. Hello, Carnan Abyssian. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe because it really helps me know that you like my content and you want me to keep making more. Have a good day.